Okay, which of the following compounds has the greatest percent mass of oxygen? All right, this always going to have some examples. We kind of need to know our chemical formulas first. So nitric acid is HNO3, potassium carbonate, we got a K plus, and then carbonate is CO3 2 minus, so potassium carbonate is K2CO3. Sulfur dioxide, SO2, diphosphorus, pentoxide, and then zinc oxide. All zincs are +2, so zinc oxide is ZNO. All right. Now, every single one of these, we actually kind of need to figure it out. Now, there's going to be times it might be a little bit more obvious. Things like H2O, since it is, the molecular weight is mostly from the oxygen, are a little bit easier. But we really need to actually figure that out on this case just to make sure. So we are going to do the actual, mass percent for each one of these components. It's going to make this problem take a little bit longer, but it is actually going to get us the correct answer. So what I mean by figuring it out each time, we need to get the molecular weight of each component and then the number of oxygens. So for our, and I'm going to set it up like a nice little table. Our HNO3 here, we're going to have 3 times the mass of the oxygen. And then we have to figure out the molecular weight for the HNO3. And so we have 1H, 1.008, and 1 nitrogen, 14.01. And then we have our 3 oxygens. And I'm getting those right off the periodic table, 63.02 grams. And now we have the potassium carbonate, still 3 oxygens. And then the rest, we have our potassium, which has a molecular weight of, and there'll be 2 of them, so 2 times 39.10 plus that single carbon, and then our 3 oxygens to give 138.21. Next one is the SO2. So there are 2 oxygens. I should put that 0 there. And then the entire thing weighs, so a single sulfur is 32.06. And then we have our 2 oxygens, 2 times 16, to give us a molecular weight of 64.06. And then we have our P2O5 with 5 oxygens and 2 phosphorus atoms, which is 2 times 30.97. And then our oxygens, 141.94. And the last one, the ZNO, we have just 1 oxygen. And zinc is 64.41, 65.41. And now we're essentially going to do the math, figure out what the actual percents are. So like that first one, 3 times 16, and then divide by 63.02, we have 76.2% oxygen. Next one, since the bottom is larger than the previous one, it's definitely going to be smaller, but 3 times 16 divided by 138 0.21. We only have 34.7% oxygen. And 2 times 16 divided by 64.06, 50.0%. 5 times 16, and then divide by 141.94. I get 56.4. And then the last one, which is mostly zinc, that definitely can't be it. 16 divided by 81.41. That's only 19.7. All right, and then we just find the largest one. So HNO3, or nitric acid, is the one with the most oxygen.